I'm Seth Rich, and welcome to NDA, a show where we yell about video games.
So, have you gone to any of the big gaming sites recently, looked around and noticed it's half ads for new AAA releases and half high school gossip? OMG, did you hear what David Cross said about Bungie? Those corporate whores. Can you believe how racist Witcher 3 is? Has Poland ever even heard of diversity?
Stop, you're embarrassing me.
Yep, pretty ugly around here. Some people even say gaming journalism is dead. Well, that seems a little exaggerated, but it does seem like it's going through some growing pains. Why? Well, before Steam, used game stores, and all these indie games were around, games were universally expensive. When you bought a crappy game, it ruined your year. So we needed journalists in their magazines or shows or whatever to tell us which games were worth buying. Nowadays, games are so cheap, even terrible games are worth the asking price. In their own special way. It's made the quality of games subjective. Maybe someone's favorite game is a terrible Unity game that only 500 people ever played. I've never heard of that happening, but it could. The point is, no longer can we look to big news aggregates as our great lords and heroes, doling out pro-consumer info to protect us from subpar gaming experiences. So what do? Well, we've got to learn how to fend for ourselves in a savage climate of Kickstarter scams, greenlight atrocities, and pre-made resource packs sold as full games. But we're not alone in this fight. Just like every other new art medium that's ever existed since the beginning of time, over the last 30 years, some fun-loving individuals out there have begun seeking out and revealing the magical hidden elements and techniques that separate a fun game from a not fun game. But what's that, you say? You just said gaming has become a subjective art form and then told us there are objective rules that can define their quality? Well, yeah, sort of. Maybe we can't say for sure if a game experience is fun or not fun, but we can at least try to classify these experiences so we can find out which things we think are fun, not what some loser at Poly Spot Aku thinks is fun. Get it? So, we can sit here whining about how horrible gaming journalism is, or we can do something about it and have a good time while we do it. We don't need gaming journalism, we just need the tools and know-how to find good experiences on our own. So here at NDA, we look at cool games, terrible games, and everything in between, then we take them apart to see what makes them tick. The more we know, the better we can classify games, and the easier we can find ones we like. So, you want us to, learn? Yep, let's go.
Some jerk. I don't have a degree in game design or years of experience in the industry or anything. What I do have is a ton of schooling in art analysis in almost every medium, and I read game design books for fun. But my real qualifications are that I have a camera, a microphone, and this wall with a wacky design painted on it. So I'm basically an expert.